Hello, everybody, and welcome to this episode of Logan's Aquatics. Logang Fish Keepers. What is poppin', everybody? Just seeing how everyone is doing today. It is a beautiful Tuesday morning. That means it is Tank Tuesday. Tank Tuesday. Tank Tuesday. Tank, tank, tank Tuesday. Tank, tank, tank. Okay, now I'm just having too much fun. Anyway, what's poppin', everybody? Just waiting on people to pop in. I got what is poppin'? CP. What is up, everybody? I think I froze a little bit. Sorry about that. One like. Thank you for coming in with a thumbs up. Deeply appreciated. Let me pop out chat over here. I don't got a yeehaw button. I think that'd be pretty cool, but mine would be like dun 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 dun. You know, mine would be something cool like that. All right, chat has popped out. Yeah, everything's been going good here in the Logan's Aquatics household. The fry tank is doing very, very well. Had an issue with my old filter on the 125, so I was down a filter, so that's why the tank kind of looked a little bit crappy, but as you can see now, oh, the angels. I don't have the angelfish fry yet, because all the eggs died, but let's see if I can flip this camera around. Yes, I can. There they are right there. That's the mating pair. That's the male black marble. Is there stuff left? No, that's just bubbles. And that's the female silver, but I think she might be a hybrid of a silver and an Altum. What do you think? Because if you notice, can't zoom in, can I? There's some reddish on her fins. So, yeah, it's actually time for me to feed them because they go nuts over bloodworms, so y'all get to see this. So hold on, everybody. How I feed my bloodworms is I actually thaw them out in some water, and I dump the bloodworms in there once they're thawed out. That's what I do. That's what I prefer to do. So you don't get none of the other stuff in there. Every once in a while I feed them cichlid pellets, but the cichlid pellets I got are a little too big, so they are crushed up. I gotta crush them up, and that's too much work for me to do right now. They eat these bloodworms like candy. So, watch this. As soon as the bloodworms hit, I'm actually going to feed in the middle instead of feeding on the edge. See that? See how they all swarm? What's up, Kaylor? Howdy, y'all. See how they swarm like that? They love these freaking bloodworms. Even the rainbow sharks. Since I do have a large enough aquarium, I actually do keep two. But, as you can see, those fish go crazy over those bloodworms, alright? That's something that I noticed, and I think that's pretty cool. My internet connection is poor again. I don't know why, so let me exit out of that. Yeah, my internet keeps going out. I think something's wonky going on with my internet. So, it's been real frustrating lately. Uh, yeah, betas do love bloodworms. I did notice that. Every fish in my tank loves bloodworms. Uh, Even as you can see, that bala shark, when I got him, he was only like this. He's already like this. Because, they're fast growers. And I got some geophagus in there. The Pictus catfish has actually been growing pretty well too. Uh, the smallest fish in my tank is actually, yeah. They do go airborne. I've seen some fish go airborne for bloodworms, but the Pictus cat's been doing good. But the reason I feed a high protein diet, psychedelic. What's up? The reason why I feed a high protein diet to my fish is because I do want a better growth rate, but I also want my angels to lay eggs. And that's one thing to do is you want to feed a higher protein diet if you want your angels to not reproduce. Kind of, yeah, I say reproduce, lay eggs, bear eggs, stuff like that. So when you want your female to lay eggs and you want your male to fertilize, you got to feed a high protein diet. So that's why I feed them bloodworms every other day. Usually I feed them cichlid pellets that are crushed up, and then I feed them flake food. I like to mix it up. That's what I like to do. Now the geophagus, they seem to eat anything that's on the bottom, and I think that's pretty cool. You can see them right there. Beautiful fish. Did a water change while I was on Big J's channel yesterday, which was pretty cool. The geophagus just sift through the sand, and I think that's cool. The Tropheus is doing good. The Tropheus is still kind of small, but he's not going to grow for a while because, he's just a baby. But when he's fully colored up, he's going to be a beautiful fish. That's going to be a Fish Species Wednesday that I'm going to end up doing. It's Tropheus the Boise. It's one I got from Father Fish. And he seems to be doing all right. He's actually, for being the smallest fish in the tank, he's actually the boss. It seems kind of cool. It's cool to see him interact with other fish. But yeah, I think it's pretty awesome. I am working on. Oh, I gotta show you the baby tank. Let me do this. Here's the fry tank. It's empty because the last batch of eggs didn't survive. Let's see, I got the light on there so I can just. That's the fry tank, the 40-gallon breeder. That's the fry tank. So that's what I'm going to be using for my angelfish fry. Kind of cool. I got it from Father Fish. And yeah, that's what's up with that one. But then, pardon the messy house, I have dogs, and dogs are like children. They tear everything up. In here, this is my quarantine. I know I should have made it bare bottom. I'm thinking about taking all the gravel and stuff out, but I can't because the beneficial bacteria is there. But this is my quarantine tank. So, yeah. And in there I got an inline UV sterilizer, mechanical, biological, and chemical filtration. Yeah, that one I actually converted from a saltwater tank to a freshwater tank. And I actually did get a salinity refractometer, whatever they call them, refractometers. I don't know what they call them. But I tested it using the refractometer, and it was zero. I think the salinity was 1.00000, which is 0% salinity. So I think that was a pretty cool buy. That means I can actually pick up or start doing salt water. I might have a nano reef tank set up, which I think would be pretty dang cool. Because I do want salt water eventually. I think that would be something pretty awesome. Uh, but yeah, that's something that's been going on in the fish household. But everything seems to be going all right. Fish are happy, and algae just grows like crazy in this tank, no matter what. It's so ridiculous. Yeah, CP. Let me know how that goes for real. I think that would be pretty cool. Would it be like a pond? Would you? Because of course, having pike and bass and bluegill and stuff like that. Yeah, Kaylor, I plan on keeping a salt tank. I think that'd be something that I would really do. But CP, would you? I say it would be a pond because like bass and pike and even some bluegill get rather large. So I know I followed Bama Bass, and he has like a 300-gallon tank in his with two bass. I mean, yeah, I think a good giant pond, like a pool pond setup. Oh, you want a tank that big? I think that'd be cool. Are you thinking you could do it like kind of like a plywood aquarium type deal? Like kind of like a 2,000 gallons or so, like a plywood aquarium? Because I think that would be pretty awesome. Just post some videos about it, and I would like to see it. The work in progress and everything else. I would love a 2,000 gallon in my home, but my question is, where would I put the damn thing? Like, because my tank or my house is 1,500 square feet, but I got a lot of furniture. So, where would I put such a large tank? I know they have large tanks at Bass Pro Shops too. So, are you talking about those style tanks? Because that would be awesome. Like, I do want to do an in-wall aquarium, but I'm just wondering, like, where would I put an in-wall aquarium? Because that wall has a TV, and that is. I mean, I could do an. No, I can't do an in-wall aquarium here because, like, that's the laundry room. 5L to get started. Like 5 grand? Holy crap. Yeah, I'm planning on getting a 180 gallon custom made, and that's going to be my Tropheus tank. So I'm going to have all sorts of different Tropheus in that tank. I think that's going to be a pretty cool setup. I know the Tropheus are an African cichlid and they like softer water, so I'm just going to have to see what I can do with that. But they may be acclimated to this kind of water. I don't know, because it is Florida. you know. But tank's not looking bad. It's got some blackbeard algae. The angels seem to be doing well. My rainbow sharks are actually growing pretty well, especially the one over here. I'm not sure if y'all can see him, but he's right here. And he eats pretty much anything. He grazes on algae all day, or I've even seen him eat fish poop. So that's kind of something that shocked me. The ball shark's doing really well. He's getting rather large already, but I know he's going to get much larger. The silver dollars, I've had him from day one when I first moved into this house. I had an aquarium. So I've had these 5 silver dollars, 2 males, 3 females. It's just hard to get. I would like to breed them. A U of M fan. A what? U of M fan? University of Miami? What's up, fishing trucker? What's up? Yeah, all my fish seem to be doing very well in this tank. But I'm planning on getting more tanks, so maybe I can have a strictly Geophagus tank. Like this, I would turn into a strictly angel tank, so I could actually add live plants to it, stuff like that. Then I'll have my oddball tank. Yeah, I don't use bubblers. Like, the bubbler I have in here is not even a bubbler, it's a sponge filter. So, I filter a lot. And I actually have a video out on my channel where it's talking about, yep, there's the rainbow shark chasing the ball, even though the ball is bigger than him. But I have a video out that Michigan State. Now there's crap talking going on in the live stream. That's what's up. I like that. You know, live streams are supposed to be fun. You know, but what I've been planning on for this tank is this be an angelfish tank. Then have another 180 that's Geophagus, a 180 that is Tropheus, 55 that is Silver Dollars. But I think I would be able to keep the Bala Shark in with the angels and stuff. I think that would be kind of cool. The Bala and the rainbows, keep them in. But I want to turn this tank into a planted tank. What do y'all think? Because I can't have plants right now because where there's two over here, those Silver Dollars would eat them. And the Silver Dollars ain't really that big right now either. They're Michigan shit talking going on in my live stream. I love it. But see, I can't have live plants in here because, I mean, I always go into Father Fish's stream and he says the same thing, that Silver Dollars are lawnmowers. They will eat plants down to the nubs and you won't have any plants left in your tank. So that's something that I'm planning on doing, is having a strictly Silver Dollar tank. I'm thinking that's going to be a 55 and have like different species of Silver Dollars, you know, spotted Silver Dollars, striped Silver Dollars. See if I can do something like that. Maybe a 75 could be the Silver Dollar tank. I think that'd be real cool. 75-gallon Silver Dollar tank. And I can remove all the plants that are in here and well, none of y'all's fish beat my 28-inch snook. How about, well, if y'all catch muskie, then yes. But I've caught 28-inch snook and shark, 27-pound black drum, stuff like that. Florida boys know how to fish. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on that I'm planning on doing, starting a fish house. I know, right? But like I said, just all these fake plants will go into 55. Yeah, Silver Dollars are cool fish, don't get me wrong, especially since they look like piranhas, because they are related to the Pacu and the piranha. Some Silver Dollars get rather large. I got the smallest variety. I got the spotted Silver Dollar. They get around 5 inches. And I've had these guys right here, these Silver Dollars. I've had these 5. I've had for since February, and it's August, so I've had them for about 6 months. You know, so, and my Plecostomus is doing very, very well. I think I'm going to keep them in here, or put them in a 180, so we can get full potential. Well, not full potential. I want them to get up to about 18, 16 to 18. I do have an oddball fish, and he's going to be probably being moved when I get larger tank for him. And I got to make sure it has plenty of hiding spaces. It's a dragon goby. So he's hides by the sponge filter all day long. Yeah, I know some can get as big as dinner plates. Really? See, Silver Dollars, what I notice is when you feed them, they are voracious eaters. Like, a lot of people, like, you got fish that are pure omnivorous, or not omnivorous, vegetarian, then you got fish that are omnivorous, and then you got fish that are carnivorous. And I think Pacu is one of those that is Pacu omnivorous, or is it, Because I never kept Pacu. I know silver dollars are omnivorous. They eat both plant and meat, or plant and protein. But all I know is they are voracious feeders, you know. Yeah, see, Pacu is vegetarian. So you got the Pacu that's vegetarian, you got the silver dollars, which are omnivorous, and then you got the piranha, which is carnivorous. So it's just like, I've actually seen videos on the Pacu where they say some people were swimming and they were men that were swimming. Yeah, and they actually bit them right in that genital area because they mistook them for nuts. So I'm like, yikes! I would not. It would eat everything. If I put a largemouth in this tank, it would eat everything, fishing trucker, for real. The only thing it probably would not eat would be the dragon goby. I would have to wait for my Geophagus to get full size. You know? I like this tank. I like the fish that are in it. What is my ball shark doing? Oh, he's feeding on algae. But yeah, I think having largemouth, like a local fish, uh, like a largemouth with peacock and stuff like that. You know, I think that would be pretty cool. Like largemouth, peacocks, a big tank like that, I would actually turn that into a pond in my backyard, actually. But I'd have to put a screen or a net over it because we got the ospreys and stuff that would eat that. Yeah, a native species tank. I know we actually, in some canals around here in Florida, we actually do have like cichlids, like Midas cichlids and stuff like that. We actually have some cichlids in our canals. So I think that would be pretty dang cool. You know, I think that would be something that I would actually do. Something that I'd prefer to do would be actually having some cichlids in with like a native species cichlids tank, because they do have native species cichlids in Florida. So if you ever want to come down to Florida and catch some cichlids, just use a very small hook. You know, I've even caught tilapia down here. You know, and that was how I caught the tilapia was strange because usually tilapia are vegetarian, but I caught it with a worm and it was like this. Actually, I had a picture of it on my Facebook, but I think I lost it. Yeah, you can use a cast net. They have all sorts of cichlids in the canal, the freshwater canals around. They even have large plecos. I don't know what all sorts of plecos they have, but they have all sorts of plecos in the canals around here. You can actually see them sometimes if it's like the water's clear and not stirred up, and it hasn't been raining. You can see a lot of the plecos. I mean, I've seen some plecos that were like this, if not like this. I was like, geez. I would actually like to keep a brackish tank. That would be pretty cool. You know, like keep a brackish water tank, but keep like mangrove snappers, stuff like that. I think that would be pretty dang awesome. Like a brackish water tank, like how the water salinity here in Florida is, like put mangroves in there and everything else, and put like mangrove snapper and stuff like that. I wonder if I could do that. Yeah, plecos are invasive, so that means if you catch them, you got to keep them. They've actually been released. Some people release the plecos because they get too large for their tanks. So I would just keep them. I mean, if you have a large enough tank and you catch a pleco, keep the dang thing. They're actually a really cool fish. I mean, some people say, "Oh, they're boring." I don't know about that. My pleco's active. My pleco's really active. And he's active all day. He's active during the day. He's active at night. So, I mean, I think plecos are actually a really cool fish. You know? Oh, yeah. I wanted to keep some mangrove snapper. I think that'd be cool. The only thing I would worry about is that mangrove snapper are a predatory fish. So I would have to keep buying shrimp, stuff that they would eat, like shrimp and squid and greenbacks, stuff like that. But it's really hard to buy greenbacks, so I would have to go out and cast net them. And, or pinfish. Pinfish are real hard to keep alive. They would eat a pinfish. Yeah, I mean, I actually would like mangrove snapper. Yeah, snakehead are also very invasive in this area. We have a lot of snakeheads. Uh, and I think in the state of Florida, you can't actually keep them in your tanks. I may be wrong about that. I'll look up the laws on that one. But I actually think you can't keep them in your tanks anymore in Florida. Just like in Florida, you can't have piranha. Or is that in the whole U.S. you can't have piranha? Uh, but in Florida, I know you can't have piranha. But you can have pacu and you can have silver dollars. But you can't have piranha. So that's something that really. Snakeheads are vicious guys too. I mean, this is my first large tank. I count large being 75. Yeah, catching something that can breed as feeders for the snapper. Yeah, down here in Florida they don't sell them. Yeah, who was that that took a? I heard about that. Who was that had like a chunk of their hand taken out by his piranha? I heard about that, but I just don't know who it was. I heard about that and I was like, someone had a chunk of their hand taken out by a piranha. Oof. Just thinking about that is painful. Like me, I thought being stuck. Yeah, fish room fever. I heard about that. I actually have to go back and watch the video if he has one posted of it. Uh, but one thing I did notice, or not notice, what was I going to say? Dang, I forgot my train of thought, guys. It's too early in the morning. Yeah. Uh, Piranhas are illegal here in Florida. The worst thing that happened to me was I got stuck by my Pictus catfish. That's the worst thing that's happened to me. I can't imagine being bitten by a piranha. Yeah, we don't have that luxury here in Florida. But what did surprise me was that one store just so happened to carry the red striped eartheater, the Geophagus ornamensis, and I was like, well, isn't that one hard to find? So they may be mislabeled, but they had them labeled as Geophagus ornamensis, but they must have came from a local breeder or something because they're showing all the markings of Geophagus ornamensis, especially the big one. Like, let me show you. Oh, I spooked him. See that big Geophagus? He's the big one back there. And then I got this one right here. And then I got that one right there. They're not colored up. They are still fairly young. I got that big one back when he was about this size. But the cool fish I got, he always hides by the sponge filter. Look at the size of this dragon goby's head. And yes, he's still alive. But yeah, that dragon goby, I got father fish. And it was 18 inches. Yeah, you can get peacock bass here. You can actually catch peacock bass native to Florida. Like peacock bass, there are peacock bass in Florida. You can catch them like in Naples, all that area. You can catch peacock bass. So I think that's pretty cool that you can catch them in Naples, you know. So, uh, yeah, this was just a quick Tank Tuesday. I'll be going live for my actual full fledged live Wednesday. It's every Wednesday night from. Does anyone actually hold on? Does anyone want to hop in? I'll put the link in chat. Make it more interesting. But wait, what's the link? How do I post the link? It's really confusing because I'm on my phone. It's really. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out this stream link. Hold on, let me. Uh, Stream info. Tank Tuesdays. Volunteer at the pet shelter? I don't volunteer at pet shelters anymore because this whole COVID thing. They actually have the pet shelters closed down. So. Oh, that's you, Kaylor. All right, thank you for tuning in, Kaylor. Hold up, let me pull it up on here. Oh no! That was an epic fail. I want to try to. I don't know how to do this, so bear with me. Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely. I gotta be careful. I don't want to break my phone. Oh, I've been using the wrong streaming thing this whole time. I should have been using StreamYard. Oh, what the heck? Anyway, I gotta go, guys. I'll actually. I don't know why I answered the call, but see y'all later.